30 Days of Healthy Fats. In the small town of Willow Creek, where the days were marked by the hum of community life and the scent of pine from the nearby woods, the seniors gathered at the community center every Tuesday for their fitness class. The group, ranging from 60 to 82 years old, was a lively bunch. Retirees who loved their bingo nights, potlucks, and spirited debates about everything from politics to pie recipes. But lately, a quiet frustration had settled over them. Despite their efforts to stay active, many felt weaker, their joints ached, and their energy waned. Margaret Thompson, a 68-year-old widow with a penchant for gardening, summed it up best. "I'm lifting weights, eating my protein, but my arms look like they're shrinking, not growing." That was until Dr. Evelyn Carter, a 62-year-old nutritionist and physician, walked into the community center one crisp October morning, her white doctor's coat crisp with her name, Dr. Evelyn Carter, M.D., embroidered in navy thread. Her hazel eyes sparkled with purpose as she faced the group directly, her salt and pepper hair neatly tucked into a low bun. She held a bag of pecans in one hand and a bottle of olive oil in the other, her stethoscope draped loosely around her neck. "Good morning, Willow Creek. You've been lied to about fats for decades, and it's sabotaging your strength. Today, we're changing that with the 30 Days of Healthy Fats Challenge." The seniors leaned forward, intrigued but skeptical. Dr. Carter, known for her senior food blog, had a reputation for cutting through dietary nonsense. She'd recently partnered with Willow Creek Market to launch the Healthy Fat Aisle Guide, transforming how the town shopped for food. Now she was proposing something bolder, a month-long challenge combining a diet rich in healthy fats, pecans, macadamia nuts, olive oil, and 90% dark chocolate, with a simple resistance training program to build muscle and vitality. "This isn't about losing weight," she said, her eyes locking on to the audience. "It's about gaining strength, protecting your hormones, and living stronger. Who's in?" Margaret raised her hand first, followed by Esther, a 70-year-old former schoolteacher with dry skin and a recent bout of brain fog. Frank, a 75-year-old retired mechanic who swore by low-fat cottage cheese, hesitated but joined when Esther nudged him. Even Linda, a 66-year-old skeptic who clutched her low-fat yogurt like a lifeline, signed up, if only to prove Dr. Carter wrong. By the end of the meeting, 20 seniors had committed, forming the core of the challenge. Dr. Carter handed out meal plans and resistance training guides, each page bursting with recipes like pecan-crusted omelettes and macadamia-crusted chicken thighs, alongside warnings about toxic fats like cottonseed and soybean oil.
Week 1. Breaking the Low-Fat Myth. The challenge kicked off with a workshop at the community center, where Dr. Carter stood before a table laden with pecans, macadamia nuts, and olive oil. "For years, you've been told fat makes you fat," she said, holding up a tub of low-fat yogurt. "But look at the ingredients: sugar, artificial sweeteners, and thickeners. These are the real culprits behind inflammation, hormone crashes, and muscle loss." She cited a 2021 study that linked omega-6 rich seed oils like cottonseed and soybean to increased systemic inflammation and reduced muscle protein synthesis in seniors, accelerating sarcopenia. Healthy fats, like those in pecans, deliver vitamins A, D, E, and K, boost testosterone, and keep you full so you don't binge. Margaret, who'd spent years buying low-fat everything, felt a pang of recognition. She thought of the fried chicken she'd eaten at the diner, cooked in cottonseed oil, and the healthy granola bars packed with soybean oil. She vowed to start fresh with Dr. Carter's pecan-crusted omelet recipe. That morning, she whisked 3 eggs with heavy cream, heated beef tallow in her skillet, and sprinkled in chopped pecans and spinach. The omelet was rich and satisfying, leaving her energized for her first resistance training session, a simple routine of bodyweight squats, chair dips, and light dumbbell curls outlined in the challenge guide. Frank, meanwhile, tackled the macadamia-crusted chicken thighs. He was skeptical about the fat content, but followed the recipe, searing the nut-crusted thighs in beef tallow until golden. The first bite was a revelation, crisp, flavorful, and filling. He didn't crave his usual low-fat cookies afterward, a small victory. Esther blended a macadamia nut smoothie with full-fat coconut milk and protein powder, noticing her skin felt less dry by day 3. Linda, still clinging to her low-fat dogma, grudgingly tried the pecan and spinach salad, tossing it with olive oil dressing. To her surprise, she felt full for hours, not hungry like her usual yogurt left her. The group connected through a private X group, where Dr. Carter posted daily tips and videos. One post warned about the dangers of soybean oil, often hidden in packaged snacks, citing a 2020 study that linked it to visceral fat accumulation and blunted muscle growth in seniors, accelerating sarcopenia. Healthy fats, like those in pecans, deliver vitamins A, D, E, and K, boost testosterone, and keep you full so you don't binge. This gave the group the foundation it needed, and the first week's challenge was a difficult yet necessary step in healing Dr. Carter's mom. Week 2. Building momentum. By week 2, the challenge was gaining traction. The community center buzzed with excitement as the seniors compared notes. Margaret noticed her arms felt stronger during her dumbbell curls, and her usual afternoon fatigue was gone. She posted a photo of her pecan-crusted salmon, seared in beef tallow and served with roasted Brussels sprouts, earning likes from the group. Frank, who'd always struggled with brain fog, found his mind sharper after swapping his low-fat snacks for handfuls of macadamia nuts. Esther's joint pain eased, and she led a fitness class for the first time, guiding the group through resistance band exercises. Dr. Carter hosted a cooking demo, showing how to make a pecan and arugula salad with grilled chicken thighs. "Notice I'm using thighs, not breasts," she said, facing the group directly. "The fat in thighs supports muscle protein synthesis, as a 2023 study confirmed." She tossed the salad with olive oil and apple cider vinegar, explaining how healthy fats reduced inflammation, unlike the sugar and low-fat dressings that spiked insulin and crashed testosterone. Linda, still skeptical, asked, "But what about saturated fats? My doctor says they're bad for my heart." Dr. Carter smiled, her hazel eyes steady. "That's old science. Saturated fats in pecans and beef tallow aren't the enemy. They deliver nutrients and trigger testosterone production, which you need for muscle. Trans fats and seed oils, like cottonseed, are the real poison." She held up a bottle of cottonseed oil from the caution section of Willow Creek Market, explaining how its high-heat processing created oxidized, inflammatory lipids. Linda frowned but took notes. The X group became a lifeline, with seniors posting questions and Dr. Carter responding with evidence-based answers. When Frank asked about chocolate, she replied, "Only 90% dark chocolate. Milk chocolate is sugar in disguise, spiking inflammation and breaking down muscle, as a 2019 study showed." She shared a recipe for dark chocolate mousse made with coconut cream, which Margaret made for the group's weekly potluck. The dessert was a hit, proving healthy fats could be indulgent.
Week 3. Overcoming challenges. Week 3 brought hurdles. Linda, frustrated by her slow progress, admitted she'd been sneaking low-fat yogurt, thinking it was harmless. Her workouts felt harder, and her belly fat hadn't budged. Dr. Carter met with her privately, pulling out the challenge guide. "Sugar in that yogurt is causing insulin resistance," she said gently. "It's inflaming your body and blocking muscle growth. Try this instead." She handed Linda a recipe for a macadamia nut butter smoothie, promising it would stabilize her energy. Linda, chastened, blended the smoothie and felt a difference within days. Less hunger, more strength. Frank hit a plateau, his muscle gains stalling despite his new diet. During a check-in, Dr. Carter reviewed his meals and spotted the issue. He was still eating restaurant fries cooked in cottonseed oil. "Those oils are toxic," she said, citing the 2021 study again. "They're increasing inflammation and sabotaging your progress." She suggested roasting sweet potato fries in olive oil at home, a recipe he tried and loved. His energy returned, and he added an extra set of chair dips to his routine. Margaret faced her own challenge, temptation at the diner, where everything was fried in soybean oil. She brought her own olive oil-dressed salad, earning curious looks from the waitstaff, but sticking to the challenge. Her consistency paid off. She could lift heavier dumbbells, and her arms showed visible definition. Esther, thriving on her macadamia-rich diet, started walking 2 miles daily, her joints no longer stiff. The X group buzzed with progress photos from Esther's roasted asparagus drizzled with olive oil to Frank's macadamia-crusted chicken. Dr. Carter kept the momentum going with a video on hormone balance, explaining how healthy fats like omega-7 in macadamia nuts supported insulin sensitivity, as shown in a 2022 study.
Your body needs fat to absorb vitamins A, D, E, and K, she said, facing the camera directly. Without it, you're flushing those nutrients away. She demonstrated a pecan-crusted omelet, her hands deftly chopping nuts, reinforcing the practical side of the challenge. Week 4. Transformation and Celebration. By week 4, Willow Creek was transformed. The seniors gathered for a final potluck at the community center, their tables groaning with challenge-inspired dishes. Pecan-crusted salmon, macadamia pesto pasta, olive oil-dressed salads, and 90% dark chocolate mousse. Margaret, now the group's unofficial leader, stood to share her story. "I was eating low-fat everything, thinking it was healthy," she said, her voice steady. "But after 30 days of healthy fats, I've gained 3 pounds of muscle, my energy's through the roof, and my gardens never look better." Frank, once a skeptic, admitted he'd gained 2 pounds of muscle, confirmed by his doctor's scale. His brain fog was gone, and he ditched his low-fat cottage cheese for good. Esther, radiant, led a group stretch before the potluck, her joints flexible and her skin glowing. Even Linda, the holdout, had lost 4 pounds of belly fat and could do 10 chair dips without stopping. "I was wrong about fats," she admitted, holding up a handful of pecans. "These are my new best friends." Dr. Carter, standing in her white coat with the pecan and olive branch logo, beamed with pride. "You've proven what science knows," she said, facing the group directly. "Healthy fats build muscle, reduce inflammation, and protect your hormones." A 2023 study showed seniors eating tree nuts like pecans had better muscle strength and recovery. "You're living proof." She shared a new recipe for macadamia-crusted salmon, demonstrating it live as the seniors watched, hungry for more. The potluck wasn't just a meal, it was a celebration of strength. The seniors swapped stories of their transformations: less joint pain, sharper minds, stronger bodies. The X group overflowed with photos and testimonials, inspiring other towns to start their own challenges. Willow Creek Market expanded the Healthy Fat Aisle Guide, and Dr. Carter announced a Healthy Fat Recipe app to keep the revolution going, with QR codes linking to her videos and meal plans. As the evening ended, Margaret raised a glass of sparkling water. "To healthy fats and strong bodies," she said. The seniors cheered, their voices echoing through the community center. Dr. Carter, her hazel eyes bright, faced them with a smile. "This is just the beginning. You've changed your lives, and now you'll change others." The 30 Days of Healthy Fats Challenge had done more than build muscle. It had built a community. Willow Creek seniors, once misled by low-fat myths, were now stronger, wiser, and united. They'd chosen fats that healed, not harmed, and their bodies and their town would never be the same.